This video shows you how to enter your final grades into Blackboard. You can then use that final grade and enter it into eAcademic. This video also explains what to print out and what information to give to your subject leader at the end of the semester. This video uses the ELC 1012 subject site, but the information is applicable for any subject that uses Blackboard for grade entry. So first, look under the Control panel and go to the Grade Center. Grades have already been entered for Assessments 1, 2, and 3. Now go to the Assessment Overall page. Here, you can see the grades you've entered for each assessment: A1 final grade, A2 final grade, and A3 final grade. These have been entered already into each assessment page in the Assessment Final Grade column. They are then automatically shown on this Assessment Overall page. For subjects with IndyWork, that final score is also displayed here. The final grades of Assessments 1, 2, and 3 are combined to get an Assessment Overall grade. Here, we have a C, C+, and B, giving an overall grade of C+. This student has scored over 50% for IndyWork, so there's no need to downgrade. So now, I can manually enter the C+ grade into the overall final grade. You should enter the overall final grade for all students. Some students might have an IndyWork downgrade. For example here, this student has a C+ overall, but a 1 grade downgrade for a low IndyWork score. So, an overall final grade of D+ should be entered. But remember to wait until IndyWork finally closes before entering this grade. The student IndyWork scores often go up in the final days of the semester. Now, all the overall final grades have been entered for students. The Assessment Overall column is the same as the Overall Final Grade column, except where there is an IndyWork downgrade. Remember, you have to manually enter the overall final grade. Keep in mind, this overall final grade is the same grade you enter into eAcademic. A printout of this page from the Blackboard Grade Center should be given to your subject leader. To get the printout, hover over Work Offline, and then click on Download. On the next page, there are various options. Use the defaults. Then, click Submit. On the following page, click on Download. Where the download goes depends on which browser you're using and your browser settings. I'm using the recommended Chrome browser, and the download has appeared at the bottom of the browser. When you open the file, you might have another pop-up window. Just click Yes. And now you should see the Excel sheet showing student names, student ID, and the grades for assessments 1, 2, and 3, IndyWork, and the final grade. You can then widen the columns on the Excel sheet so that the full name and student ID can be seen easily. Then you can print it out for your subject leader. Some more things to remember. Please mark down on the grade sheet any assessment downgrade students have received with a full explanation. For example, when did the student finally submit? What explanation was given? What was the actual downgrade? If students have not submitted an assessment, on Blackboard, you have to enter an F grade for that assessment. But please highlight the F on your printout and write that it should be an S grade. Students who do not submit one of the assessments will automatically fail the subject. Please give a full written explanation on the grade sheet to the subject leader about these cases. If a student has a low attendance, again, give all the details to the subject leader. How many classes did the student miss? Please give the exact attendance percentage or the number of hours attended. Which classes did the student miss? Was the student actually registered in your class on the date of the absence? Was the student frequently late? Did the student provide any doctor's notes or other valid excuses? If you have any more problematic cases which might need to go to SARP, make a note of them on the grade sheet and talk to your subject leader. Remember to unhide the grade columns for students so that they can see what grade they have received. And remember to also give the e-academic printout to your subject leader. Also, each subject leader might have specific requests. Please give them exactly what they need. And finally, please also follow the instructions provided by Eunice near the end of each semester about credit-bearing subject results entry.